This is ORT.
ORT. This show is sponsored by Sunrise Organic Seamoss. Who say can't drink sunshine?
Today is the day
The herbs is the healing of the nation, brothers and sisters. Hey, this is your brother, twin brothers from the Royal Maroon Herbs, 48 Ride Lane, Peckham.
I dare your feet come, hold me down.
For your healing, brothers and sisters out there, we have a comprehensive list of herbs. You can find your sarsaparilla, you can find your sea moss, you can find your brother rock, you can find your moringa. So what's up leaf, guinea and weed. So come to the Royal Maroon Herb Shop, 48 Ride Lane, Peckham. The herbs is the healing of the nation, brothers and sisters.
Today is the day I give thanks. I am here.
This is Solomon from Black Child Promotions, one of the UK's best black book distributors, and we operate across London. Come check us out. You can also check us out on Instagram at Black Child Promotions and Facebook Black Child Space Promotion. Peace, family.
ORT. We do it cause we love you.
Organize, sit down, reason and talk.
Greetings. Coming through loud and clear. How you doing, everybody?
I'm good, thank you, sis. And you?
Good. I'm good too.
Fabulous.
Greetings, Sister Ginger.
Greetings, brother Ed. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm better. And you?
I'm fine, thanks. You all sounding very good voice.
Excellent. Lovely to hear from you too.
So, Aquaba, welcome back to another ORT. And we have our resident panelist, I'm very pleased to say, our Queen of Compassion, Ebony Harmony.
Greetings, listeners. Greetings, panel.
We have our Emperor, our King of One-Liners, Brother S.
I'm here.
Welcome. And our Queen of Analysis, Kindred Spirit.
Greetings, panel. Greetings, audience.
We're going to find out what has caught your eyes. Anything caught your eyes since the last time that we have spoke?
Well, it would be remiss of me not to bring up the black attack that was depicted on the TV at the Oscars involving brothers Will Smith and Chris Rock.
What happened there?
Sorry?
What happened there? What happened with Chris Rock? Something did go on, really? women on here, boy.
Oh, dear, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, brother Ed.
Okay. So you know that's another topic down the road there because we have it's another topic. For another topic, we couldn't avoid it. We cannot avoid it. The connotations of which run deeply within communities, be it here or abroad, as to us having to witness two brothers, one striking another. Listen, this thing's got so many layers.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
From the was it a stunt to if it wasn't, what possessed Will, and what possessed Chris not to thump him back. There's all these things spoken about men, women in the African Caribbean community. We can't help but have an opinion on this, and I think that we need to have a show where we can hear the voices and welcome the voices, encourage the voices of listeners also about, what does this mean? Or does it mean anything at all?
Black on black violence, man.
Hey.
Yeah, let me tell you, man, it's just something we follow, This is what we do, on some levels. On some levels, In terms of Chris not hitting back on all the points you've raised, I concur with them. Clearly he could see the franchise. To monetize this backside T-shirt, baseball cap, license plate, tour, Netflix series. Oh, come on, man. So in Jamaica, I think it was Jamaica Parliament, one politician was speaking to another, and he says he go and give the other politician a Chris Rock slap. And that's him saying. So it's already becoming, all him to do is just patent it, man. Patent it, and anytime somebody uses it to get him money. Yeah, a juicy one there, though. But yes, anything else that's caught anyone else's high ball?
Well, that seems to have been the story, really, doesn't it? And everybody wading in on it. And you're right, brother. I do think it's a whole show and a whole topic in itself.
Yeah.
It seems we're starting too. I mean, we're making light of it, but because there are so many layers to this, wow.
Me I make light of it because I don't want you to go box me. That's the only reason why I make light of it.
No, for real.
I don't want you to reach through the line and give me a Chris Rock special. See me how you use that already. Oh God.
Yeah.
If Marley I use it for other dogs when they go on road.
Oh,
This morning we were out on the common and him see our next dog and
that dog on dog violence.
You know.
Canine violence.
Yeah, no, make me open up my paw for you, know. That thing tell me the dog. Never give me paw. Back so. Yes, man.
I think for me the only other story I guess is the closure of IKEA in Edmonton, and just against the backdrop of this whole quote unquote cost of living crisis that is being inflicted upon people.
Yeah.
Which in many ways appears to be a license to print money by some of our larger corporations who are not being held in check.
Yeah.
And it's just very interesting that we kind of in many ways it's put COVID on the back burner, but it's also a lot of this profiteering is also being blamed on COVID as well.
Yeah, man.
Instead of what it is, which is profiteering. So I just think the whole thing, the narrative around it is very disingenuous, maybe.
Yeah.
And the impact is real for us, for segments of our community. So.
No, definitely, man.
Yeah,
you there?
Yeah, we're here.
I can hear you now.
Man. We just a bridge. We just a thief Wi-Fi from the neighbor at the moment. So let's see. Shh.
You get catch.
Shh. Sometimes you have to do that little something, And the surprise I live in a go. And so every so often we borrow a little pail of water, and now we are used the Wi-Fi, Watch the face. So yes, I was saying, coupled with the job losses in IKEA, P&O ferries are also laid off 800 people.
That's the other one.
In what seemingly was an illegal move by the company. So, yeah, man. Hey, Bonnie, you have anything? Anything catch your eye?
Completely random. What caught my eye was there was quite a few hundred migrating birds over Mexico, and for some mysterious reason, unknown reason, a good number of those birds dropped dead mid-flight.
Oh, real flying birds. Okay.
What kind of birds were you thinking about?
Just making sure.
That doesn't answer my question.
Just making, it's a hotbed for migration around Mexico, So it could be anybody. That's why they do on the wall,
Migrating females, no, birds. The winged type.
Oh dear.
Okay. So that's it. Random, very random, but
Yeah. Well, it's just like me I said to you
Or
today.
not, as the case may be.
Well, quite right, because
Right.
when I read that, it brought to mind, this red dust that we have
Well,
been
come down
covered
one day.
in recently. Exactly.
What we were breathing and eating, the magnetic dust.
Yeah.
The magnetic dust,
Yeah.
may I add,
Absolutely, yes, because it is magnetic. Strange.
Okay, good.
Yes. So, yes.
So, I don't know.
Do what you will with that piece of information.
Maybe that was just the
Exactly.
airborne vaccine,
Well,
there you go.
yeah, there we go.
One drop and they got you.
Well, then that means everybody got it.
Exactly.
Right?
And that me I say. And that me I say. And that me I
It's a
say.
moot point.
So you see,
It's a moot point.
so if your left eye start twitching the next couple of weeks and my left eye start twitch, we know
Just be grateful
we've been got.
Oh, just be grateful you've got a right eye.
Right
Yeah.
eye, good,
There you
yes.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think a Gabriel patch won't look too bad for me,
Particularly if you can sing like you two, yeah.
Dreams.
I know they were also talking about the chemtrails and
Yeah.
Yes, that's
yeah.
right.
things to do with that. So I guess it's not to be sniffed at. People, if you want to do your research,
No,
around
literally, we don't want to be sniffing it.
that, sure. Well, it's a little late now, and I don't know. I don't know if it's avoidable. We couldn't see it, not to sniff
Yeah,
it.
no, for real.
You know.
Yeah,
And then it descended upon us. And I'm telling you, ain't no joke. Trying to clean that off the two vehicles outside my house, it wasn't easy. It was everywhere. So I imagine that being the case, how fine it was.
Yeah, man.
It got into our skin and our eyes and any
You
orifice
understand?
it got in.
Yeah,
so,
man.
so Lord knows what it'll do.
You know, after you clean the two vehicles, you did clean for your own?
Hey. Yeah. Clearly, the neighbors were looking upon it.
Yeah, man, he's a very
They might
neighborly
have been
person,
too.
man. He's very neighborly.
No. It
then
just
kinda-
came down to the two.
This
But
is-
it was plenty. Let me tell you, it was everywhere.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's still. This little rain that we've had hasn't really cleared it. If I look at my paving, if I look at my wall,
Dust
my windows,
spins.
it's
Yeah,
still,
man.
the dust bin is
It's
still
gone
there.
everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Gone everywhere.
I'm not sure what it was, but I guess I could frighten myself to death by going on social media and trying to check it out and
Yeah,
following
man.
the people on there, the people who like to invoke fear in us.
Yeah, man.
Because I think there's a difference between information and scaremongering, and I think the line is finite. But
Yeah, man.
too often, even those people have an agenda. They can't just tell you information like. I always think about it.
brothers, I can't have you talking about the BBC like this.
Nah, I said social
No,
media.
I have to
said
draw a
social
line
media.
here now. Yeah,
No. Yeah.
that's
I'm
quite
saying- I'm saying
scandalous what you've said about the BBC.
I never mentioned no BBC, ITV, BBC. I never mentioned none of them. I said social media.
Yeah, but we know who you was talking about. Come on, so
No, we don't. No,
as
you
cryptic
think you
as
do.
it was, we knew.
No, think you think you do. I'm saying anybody who possesses the truth, you ain't got to beat me over the head for me to see it.
Oh,
And that's what I think is right. That's one of the products of people with their agenda. Anytime somebody comes too forceful with it and then says to me, and if you don't accept my truth, you're worthless or you're rubbish or bun them, then I'm like, well, wait a minute. If you have the truth and you're trying to offer me, you ain't got to beat me to death with it.
yeah, man.
Just give it to me.
You mean like the
Just give it
people?
to me.
You mean like the people who try to draw you into the forex trading? I make you feel like you're not going with nothing. Eh? You know why I'm more money, fool?
Well, you see what I'm saying? They're asking you, they're saying to you, I'm giving you the truth, and if you don't accept it, you're a fool. I'm saying, if you
Idiot.
really possess the truth,
Yeah.
you ain't got to come with that.
You one alone want to go to work, you know? Idiot.
So I always question the motives behind that that hard sell.
I hear you, Brother S, and I fully agree with that. And what I would add is that whatever it may or may not be that sprinkle around in the air, at the end of the day, the human body is a remarkable thing. And if you treat it right, it will deal with most of what is thrown at it. So keep squeezing your lemon and your ginger and your little herbs, and
Yes,
you'll
sir.
be fine.
Yes, indeed.
Good. Okay. Well, what's caught my eye? You know what's caught my eye? I don't know if anybody else is feeling like this. You know, just generally that the seasons just don't seem to be. I don't feel in sync. You know, it's like we get into spring and flowers are coming out and everything, but you don't really necessarily feel like there's a change of mood so far. You know,
Snow in April really just
all them something this summer
does throw it
and some cold.
sideways.
And I think COVID has got people in this rhythm where they shop and they go home and they oscillate between the two, shopping and home. Them, you know, and outside it's like we have to re-engineer our outside expression now.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't think so?
I think.
No, I don't know.
Nah.
I think, no.
Well, maybe I just me. Maybe I just me then. Maybe I need to get over.
I went
don't think
to
you
the,
realise how much you get out. Because absolutely.
fine.
We're doing quite a few.
You know why you gonna make people know so me I go out during lockdown, you know, please.
I did not say that. I did that piece.
Between me
It is not what I
and
said.
you and nobody no need to know that. Me no want nobody come give me no fire.
It's only going to be 50 pounds.
Yeah, go ahead.
They can perhaps hear us.
I wonder if
but
they can
can't
hear
that.
us.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
If you can't hear us, lick the pipe one time. Yes,
we
ma'am.
on again.
Eh?
Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. So
Yeah,
what I was saying was,
Yeah.
in answer to your point, I went to one of the museums today,
Oh,
right?
Oh, half term, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? As you mentioned that, Brother Ed, if I forgot to mention, I caught the last leg of the Life Between Islands exhibition
Excellent.
at the Tate.
Yeah.
Massive turnout.
Okay.
So I agree with what you're saying there.
the people
Yeah.
Really
out
good
and
turnout.
about.
Yeah, definitely.
They're out and
It was
about
good
in-
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Central London, they're about.
Yeah,
Trust
they
me.
are.
I mean, when I think about it, I think I'm being unfair because plane a fly as well. You know, where I live, there's near to an airport, and we see planes all the time. And maybe it's the street rhythm then more than events or stuff. Cause you know, we went away. We went to Madeira, and that was popular. But maybe there's something about the street. Maybe that's just the energy on the street, I guess, you know. It just feels very subdued at the moment.
A bit flat.
Yeah, but maybe that's
they're out, but but there's an energy that I hear that.
Maybe
Well, you know, and understandably so. If you think what we've been told that we were going to be struck with for the last 6 to a month, right? Where they said all your bills are going up, all your utilities are going up, your TV, your gas, everything's going to go up. Your national insurance is going to go up. This is going to go up. This is going to go up. This is going to go up by 40% in some cases, right? You're thinking of people who are still feeling and recovering, and in some positions not recovering from the whole COVID situation and all that comes with that psychologically as well as financially. And then they're going to batter us with all of these rises all at once and then say, well, it's happening everywhere. There's nothing that we can do. Where do they expect these people are going to get the money from? That's going to keep their head above the water. Where do they think?
Well, Brother S, the answer to that is
taking 2 or 3 Ukrainian. Kindred?
yes, here.
All right, cool.
Stay there, right? Stay.
Don't even move. Stay by the window, man.
Listen, me and Brother S were just agreeing, right, that you need to stop keys to Wi-Fi. Let 'em pay.
Told you.
I can't believe the fellow two panelists who I look up to so much are scan me because times hard and we are trying to make things work by thief little electricity. And, come here, no man. I
Well,
want to, no man.
you need to follow me and Brother S example and set up the direct debit.
Oh.
You know something? This month, once I stop going to Paddy Power, I'm going to devote my attention to getting that sorted. You're right. You're right. Listen, man.
I'm staying silent because you know what? It's April and the taxes are coming after us all. So we may all be thieving Wi-Fi.
Oh. So what I have to do with mini cabs?
What are you talking about?
You said the taxes
Oh,
coming
please.
for us. Right. So, yes. So before that now, so I know me right there, man, of the producer. Take it up in there.
Kindred, stop writing them terrible jokes.
I use the taxes. Anyway, so we have our topic today, which we'll be discussing, a very serious topic, and we're discussing it in a generic sense, in terms of trying to shift us away from the shocks that we have from engaging in services that we don't run or own, and we get these shocks from time to time. And this thought has been triggered by Child Q and what came out of the recent review or inquiry. But before that, we have our quiz, and I know I'm with some of the sharpest minds when it comes down to matters related to melanated people. People, are you ready? No! Oh Lord. So today's gonna be a tough quiz, dear. I tried to strike a balance, but the researchers just couldn't do it. So if anybody wants to be a researcher for ORT, you know, to drop us a line. So question 1. What are the top 3 dishes from the Caribbean or Caribbean? What are the top 3 dishes that are recommended on the BBC food page?
BBC?
Wow.
Who told them? Jamie Oliver?
Rice and peas.
Nah, it's gonna be jerk.
Hacky and salt fishing.
Yeah.
Jerk. Go on.
Jerk's gonna be one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say curry goat's another one. Or goat curry, as they like to pronounce.
Yeah, man. I didn't name the goat that, you know. The goat's name was curry. That's why I didn't say it so. You know? Meat goat. Hey, goat curry. Go ahead. Any more?
Yeah.
So not curry, not ackee and saltfish then.
No.
No, if it's BBC.
Clearly, it was
it's
not a Caribbean person who wrote this.
Nah. So yeah.
Are we at top about, man?
Rice and
Was
peas.
rice and peas in there?
Just a jerk.
Yeah, rice and peas.
All right. You will me go telling you no. So the answers is coming in third is pepper pot.
Okay.
Shut up your mouth.
That's a traditional dish.
I'm only telling you what's there. I'm only telling you. Coming in at number 2, roast pork.
Get out.
Really?
Yes,
Roast
man.
what?
Roast pork?
Yes, man, roast pork.
No.
No chance.
They never asked the brothers and sisters.
Absolutely.
Pepper pot is Antigua's national dish, but that ain't all around the Caribbean. That, you know.
I'm only telling you what's on the side, you know. It's on the side, you know. Listen.
What's number 1?
This is what happened, you know, in a white organization when they want information and then turn around and just ask the cleaners. This is what happens. You know?
But did Jamie Oliver tell them that, you know?
Jamie, and not even Jamie, them ask the cleaners, them say, who can tell if we put on this? Mavis! Come here, Mavis. Ah, dear. Say, and coming in at number 1 is jerk. So you was right.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
Okay.
Did anybody see that Campbell's now has their jerk soup?
Yes, that's been around for a while.
I saw.
Yeah, that's about a year old.
Wow, that's a long sell by date.
It is.
But jerk soup, man. I wouldn't really feel like, eh? I feel like I'm gonna make a jerk trousers, jerk jacket or something. No, man, money in it, man. Question 2. The motto of the what do they call it again? The Voice newspaper. What is it?
Mate.
Organize, sit down, reason and talk.
Please share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, talk the thing.